So this morning, I decided to call a press conference with all the media platforms so my voice can be out. First of all, it's concerning my registration process and the irregularities. So, I'd like to share with you that here is a certificate for registration for a party, but it is a provisional certificate. On the 12th of September 2023, we submitted all the forms and the requirements that is needed for a citizen of this country to form a party, so we can also become a part of our national governance and contribute to the development of this country. As per the EC's own constitution, an application should receive a response not later than 7 days upon the application. There was a banker's draft that was also released and cashed. But that 7 days came after 12 September, and this certificate never showed up. We wrote a letter to follow up. And then on, we still did not get the response. On the 30th of May, after 6-7 months, we got a call saying that the application would be ready. And I think sometime in June, finally, the application, the certificate, which is provisional, was ready. Now here's the problem. If you get this certificate, you have to go through a gazetting system. You will be vetted by the EC. And it will take 3 months. So after the 3 months, before they decide to give you the license, in this case, we were prepared with our movement company as well, just in case we were delayed. That's exactly what has happened. After 8 months of putting this registration through, we receive a provisional license after 8 months, which makes it very difficult for us to risk another 3 months of getting the actual license before we can proceed as a party. Completely makes it impossible for the new force. And therefore, I'm here to announce that the new force plans going forward is to run as an independent candidate for this year, 2024. We believe that if we have to wait for 3 months and we're guaranteed to still get this license, we wouldn't have 2 months to even campaign or market for this party. I want to assure Ghanaians for one thing. I will keep on proceeding for this party after these elections. At this very point, the new force, ourselves, the team, and all the people that have been a part of this believe that is a great idea for us to go ahead with the independent candidacy. Now, in the past, I know that a lot of people haven't been successful being independent. But the one thing that freed Ghana from the imperialist is independence. That's how we started. So the one thing that I believe would relieve Ghana from our political principles, which is undermining the nation's development and the country's development, is independence. Today, I courageously stand here and say that I would be able to get onto the ballot based on us serving or submitting the right requirements by EC, and we will make a big difference. We would make history in this very coming election. Thank you. Now I'd like to share the plans with you. In light of the obstacle we're facing with our party registration, I'm announcing my intention to run as independent candidate in the up-and-coming elections. The fight is personal to me, but my neck is out for you. I have lived the struggles of everyday Ghanaians. I have felt the weight of poverty and the sting of limited opportunities. This is not just a campaign. It is a revolution for a prosperous Ghana. Running as an independent allows me to continue my mission of bringing economic freedom. I like to repeat this word. This gives me the opportunity to bring you the economic freedom. What does this entail? 3 things, and I want to align that with you. It's equity, equality, and empowerment to all Ghanaians without being hindered by bureaucratic roadblocks. Our movement is about unleashing the immense minerals and human wealth of our nation. We will no longer be held back by outdated systems or entrenched interests. We are building a movement out of the moment, and that would fundamentally transform Ghana, instilling in every Ghanaian a great mindset of democracy, ambition, and entrepreneurship. I'm here to join you so we can build our personality and build a new mentality. My commitment to the people of Ghana remains unwavering. I will fight relentlessly for our shared vision of a prosperous, united, and empowered nation, regardless of the challenges we face. This move is not about me. It's about ensuring that the voices of Ghanaians are heard and represented in our government. We will not be silenced. We will not be stopped. This is my small speech to let you know and to assure you that I took this decision not because I just want to be a part of whatever that is existing in this country, but I took this decision because I want to be courageous enough to stand with you for our voices to be accepted, for us to be a part and the power that governs us. We need to be the ones who will be responsible for the leaders that we choose in this country. And for that note, I ask you to stand with me throughout these struggles. We have 5 months left, but 5 months can make a huge difference. 5 months can be the new change, a new reformative, redemptive revolution that would change our political principles and move away to foreign influence, which is undermining our national governance. The future should not be dependent on us. The future should be prepared for our children. For the ones who are coming are the ones that we need to prepare Ghana as a new Ghana for them. Whatever we have been through, these mistakes, we should learn from it. These lessons, we should grow from it. But just to remind Ghanaians that a first mistake is a mistake, but the second one is a decision. And our decision has to be right to help this nation. Thank you. Now on this note, I come back to the same fight that I've been fighting. I am calling for a continuous vote registration for this country. Now we should take this very serious. Picture a young man who is 18 years old, starting university today, but don't get the chance to learn about democracy. They're not educated. They actually go to university before they are either hired by a politician, built by a politician, and by the time they're 22, that's when they get their first right to vote. And it will take them to be 25 before they get their first job. When you look at the Western world, there are people who are 14 years old and 15 years old, and they already have working experience. By the time they are 16, they start to educate them about human rights, democratic rights. If we don't train, build, and develop our children with this education, then what will happen is that they will be exported from this country. And as you already seen, we have a lot of people graduating from universities. We have over 50 universities in this country, private and government. However, when people are 22, 23, they are all going out of this country. And you can witness the numbers. This year, we've had over 700,000 youth traveling, leaving this country. Why? Because there's no hope, and there's no future, and there are no jobs. Now, I'd like to explain to Ghanaians what this is. It's called exporting skills and talent. When you let people export your talent from your country and your skills, you are losing to the other part of the world. So, at this very moment, I want Ghanaians to picture the Ghana we're living in. There are a lot of foreign entities in this country who are extracting our minerals. They take it out there and turn it to product and bring it back to sell it to us. In fact, we go and bring our minerals back into product and sell it. They say a curious cow that crosses the sea comes back as a corned beef. So we are buying corned beef when we are the shepherds. And the sad story is that the sheep has spent all his life running away from the wolf, only to be killed by the shepherd in the end. So I must say that is our leadership that is pulling us into this crisis. And we need to change it. We need to be the deciders. We need to be the ones that are empowering leadership in this country. See, I don't want to become a president because I'm intelligent or smart. I want to become a president because you made me become a president. I want my power to come from you. I want you to empower me. And when I'm on the seat, I need to remember that it's because of you. It's because of your thumb. It's because of you believe in me. That's why I'm sitting on the chair, and therefore, I have to serve you. I think the new Ghana, we are supposed to start a new nation by putting our citizens first. And on this note, I think that a lot of people have doubts about my capacity and my ability. But one thing I can assure you is that I will not allow my capacity to undermine my ability. Neither would I let my ability undermine my capacity. I am here because I want you to understand this. I know certain things that I know that it will help our generation. And I've been talking about industrialization. I know people want me to break it down, but it's also what is going to bring us our economic freedom. We need to take this very serious, that governance is going to determine our future. If we have a bad national governance, our hopes will be cancelled. Our future will be blurry, and we wouldn't know what we're doing if we are educating our children without educating them about our minerals and our resources, without adding value to humanity, to see what taxpayers' money can be invested in and how it can help develop the country and assist the able and the unable people, disabled people as well. And on this reason, I would still like to urge Ghanaians and the young people that we should stand together and ask the EC to open the gates for continuous registration. The future of this youth is very, very, very important. Democracy thrives when every eligible citizen has the opportunity to vote. I'd like to repeat this. Democracy thrives when every eligible citizen has the opportunity to vote. This is why I'm calling for a continuous vote registration. This is the time this change is coming. But of course, I know hands down, if these doors are open also, I would dip into this polls. Because I definitely believe in the youth out there, and they also believe in the mindset that I have. And for that reason, well, I wouldn't say that we're being restricted, but we believe that there will be a great change if these polls and doors are open for continuous registration. Not to say that they haven't also given us some continuous registration, but it was 3 days. And after that, I think they're saying they're going to give us another 3 days from the 1st to August. After advocating for the last time, it went from 27th to 30th. I want to tell YC that we appreciate that support. But please consider the youth. Consider 5,000 children, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million children in this country who are going to turn 18 from June to November, that we are resisting them, disenfranchising them from their democratic rights. What are these million people going to become? Are they also going to run away? Are they going to be exported out of the country, as we have made all the Western world exported the best of our talents to fix the same minerals they've extracted from us so we can go and buy it back? I came here to stop this. I think it's the best way for us to go forward. It's to manufacture our own. It's to industrialize our own. I intend to make Ghana becoming the next biggest exportation power, the exporting hub of Africa. Now picture just Takrady or Western region having to sell cocoa butter, shampoo, everything that you buy from booths outside, everything that you're buying from jewelry, everything that you're buying from oil, petrol, fuel. Picture us distributing to all African countries. Picture Ghana having a development, the biggest park in this country that attracts all Africans to come here for tourism. Picture us making Ghana the center of attraction and also the best corner for transit, like Dubai is doing. Dubai is a corner of the earth, but they've made it the middle of the world, and everybody is going through there. And therefore, their investment, their development is growing rapidly. I have this vision for Ghana through industrialization. But first, I'm urging the nation to stand up, and let's stand up for our right. Let's support the vision of making sure we fight for this youth, we fight for the people of Ghana so they can educate democracy properly with these people and let them know their rights, and we go ahead and have a transparent voting system without corruption. See, a power that is won with rights would be a leader that would lead with a great vision. But a power that is undermined by political principles would be a program that would disappoint a nation. We don't want to be disappointed nations anymore. We want to grow. We want to be developed. We want our children to have a future. And we don't want them to run away anymore. We want them to stay with us. We want our country developed so other people will move into our country. Because if your country is not developed, then people would come and take what they think is best for themselves and leave the country. But once it's developed and it's a good place to raise their children, to have a great job, and to live here, everybody is welcome. We need a system that allows citizens to register to vote anytime, ensuring that no one disenfranchised due to the arbitrary deadlines. Continuous voter registration will empower more Ghanaians to participate in the electoral process, especially the youth and those in remote areas. By making voter registration an ongoing process, we can strengthen our democracy and ensure our elections truly reflect with the will of the people. Thank you. And the will of the people should be equally important to us as the demand and supply of this nation. First, let's put them in a good position. Now that I've been able to address the continuous registration and provisional certificate and my intentions of going forward, I know some of you would like to ask me a question, that if I have the guts. Someone's phone is calling, but I know some of you would want to ask me some questions about the new force. The new force have a new billboard out and a new campaign, and I'm sure you've all seen it. The Big Six. I know there's been a lot of talk and rumors circulating the new six. I'm also here to answer the question about the new six. Talk about the concept and the idea behind the new six. The generation, a new generation of young and insightful leaders with vast knowledge about sectors of the economy mentioned that in due time, their masks will come off one by one. The unveiling process of the series of the mask. So today, I like to say this is a pre-launch of the other mask that are yet to be unveiled. Our vision for Ghana. Our vision for Ghana is ambitious and transformative. We envision a nation where every region pulses with industrial vitality, each a beacon of innovation and economic prosperity. The regional industrial revolution is at the heart of our agenda. By transforming all 16 regions into a vibrant industrial hub, we will unlock Ghana's vast mineral and human potential wealth. The transformation will create millions of jobs, reduce poverty, and spread prosperity for beyond Accra and further. We are building a future where every Ghanaian can dream big and achieve greatness. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I am open now for questions, but before that, I'd like to say something, and it's very personal to me. I used to feel like I was very lonely because they told me it's lonely at the top. And when I was there, I could still hear noises and voices in my head and from the streets. Then I took a decision sometime last year. I prepared myself to embark on this journey. And I went blind in my dream. But I woke up again with my sight. I only found my way out of that door in my dream because there was an eye in my head that opened. So I want to assure Ghanaians that I'm not just someone that wants to be a leader. I believe I'm chosen. I believe I'm anointed and appointed for this very moment. I know there are doubts, but that's fair, that's fine, that's human. This is the time that we don't have to depend on choices anymore. This is the time that we rely on decisions. A decision that we take today that will shape our lives 5 years from now and build the future of our children. I am here to go through this journey with you. And together, let's build it together. Let's build a better nation, a better country, a new set of generational leaders that will thrive on our ideas and vision today. And in 30 years, I believe that we will turn Ghana to be the hub of Africa. We would build Ghana as Texas of America and be industrialist, be able to supply the rest of Africa, build the best relationship with other countries and unify Africa.